There's something profoundly unsettling about the way we humans seem to gravitate toward chaos, even when we desperately claim to want peace. We live in a world where drama feels more familiar than tranquility, where the constant buzz of anxiety somehow feels more real than the gentle embrace of calm. This isn't a character flaw or a sign of weakness. It's a deeply ingrained pattern that has roots in our earliest experiences and the very way our nervous systems learn to navigate the world. When we examine the lives of those who struggle with what appears to be an addiction to chaos, we begin to understand that this isn't really about seeking turmoil for its own sake. Instead, it's about seeking what feels familiar, what our bodies and minds recognize as normal. For many people, chaos became their baseline during childhood, perhaps through inconsistent caregiving, emotional volatility in the home, or the constant threat of unpredictability. Their nervous systems learned to function in a state of hypervigilance, always scanning for the next crisis, the next emotional storm. The human brain is remarkably adaptable, but this adaptability comes with a price. When a child grows up in an environment where peace is rare and chaos is common, their neural pathways become wired to expect and even create turbulence. It's not that they enjoy suffering, it's that their entire system has been calibrated to function in crisis mode. Peace, ironically, can feel like the calm before the storm, triggering anxiety rather than relief. This pattern manifests in countless ways throughout adult life. We see it in the person who finds themselves repeatedly drawn to tumultuous relationships, even though they intellectually know they deserve better. We observe it in the individual who creates crisis at work just when things are going smoothly, or who finds reasons to worry even during the happiest moments of their life. These aren't acts of self-sabotage in the traditional sense. They're desperate attempts by the nervous system to return to a state it recognizes as normal. What makes this particularly heartbreaking is that these individuals often berate themselves for their inability to simply enjoy peace when it arrives. They wonder why they can't just relax, why they feel so uncomfortable when life is going well. They may even feel guilty for creating problems or for feeling anxious during good times. But understanding the neurobiology behind this pattern reveals that it's not a matter of willpower or personal failing. It's the result of early conditioning that taught their systems to associate calm with danger.
The addiction to chaos also serves another crucial function. It provides a sense of control. When someone has lived through unpredictable trauma or instability, creating their own chaos can feel like taking back power. At least if they're the ones stirring the pot, they know what's coming. The familiar pain of self-created drama can feel safer than the unknown possibilities that come with genuine peace and happiness. This dynamic is particularly evident in the realm of relationships. Many people find themselves unconsciously seeking partners who will recreate the emotional patterns they experienced in childhood. If love was conditional, dramatic, or painful in their early years, healthy, stable love can feel foreign and even threatening. The mind begins to question, if this person loves me without all the drama, do they really know me? Can I trust this? When will the other shoe drop? The body holds these patterns as well. Chronic stress becomes a physiological addiction of sorts. The adrenal system becomes accustomed to producing cortisol and adrenaline, and when these chemicals aren't present, the body can feel sluggish, empty, or wrong. This creates a biological drive to seek out stressful situations, not because they feel good, but because they feel familiar and chemically satisfying to a system that has been running on stress hormones for years. Understanding this pattern is the first step toward healing, but it's important to recognize that change doesn't happen overnight. The nervous system that has been wired for chaos needs time and patience to learn new patterns. It needs consistent, gentle exposure to safety and peace, coupled with the recognition that the discomfort of calm is temporary and workable. One of the most powerful insights from trauma-informed psychology is that healing doesn't mean eliminating all emotional intensity from our lives. Instead, it means learning to distinguish between healthy intensity and destructive chaos. There's a difference between the passionate engagement with life that comes from genuine aliveness and the frantic energy that comes from unresolved trauma patterns. Learning to recognize this difference is crucial for anyone seeking to break free from the addiction to chaos.
The path forward involves developing what we might call distress tolerance, the ability to sit with uncomfortable feelings without immediately acting to change them. When peace feels uncomfortable, when calm triggers anxiety, the healing response is not to immediately create drama or seek out chaos. Instead, it's to breathe through the discomfort, to remind ourselves that this feeling is temporary, and to gradually expand our capacity to tolerate positive emotions and experiences. This process requires tremendous self-compassion. It means recognizing that our attraction to chaos isn't a personal failing, but a survival strategy that once served us well. It means honoring the parts of ourselves that learn to stay alert and create intensity as a way of staying safe. And it means gently, patiently teaching these parts that safety is possible, that peace doesn't have to be a prelude to disaster. How are you feeling right now as you listen to this? Can you recognize any of these patterns in your own life? Perhaps you've noticed that you feel uncomfortable when things are going too well. Or maybe you've observed yourself creating problems when life feels too calm. If any of this resonates with you, know that you're not alone in this experience. These patterns are more common than we might think, and recognizing them is already a significant step toward healing. Thank you for taking the time to explore these ideas with me today. You're here on the Not What It Seems channel, where we dive deep into the complexities of human psychology and emotional healing every single day. I'm grateful that you've chosen to spend this time reflecting on these important concepts, because understanding ourselves at this level is truly transformative work. The journey from chaos addiction to peace acceptance is not a linear path. There will be days when the old patterns feel stronger, when the pull toward drama feels irresistible. This is normal and expected. Healing happens in layers, and each layer that we work through brings us closer to a life where peace feels as natural as breathing. The key is to be patient with ourselves and to recognize that every moment of awareness is a victory. One practical approach to working with these patterns is to start small. Instead of trying to completely eliminate chaos from your life overnight, begin by noticing when you feel the urge to create drama or seek out intensity. Simply observe this urge without judgment. Ask yourself, what am I really seeking right now? What do I need that I think this chaos will provide? Often, underneath the desire for drama is a deeper need for connection, excitement, or sense of being fully alive. Another helpful practice is to gradually increase your tolerance for positive emotions. When something good happens, instead of immediately looking for what could go wrong, try to stay present with the good feeling for just a few extra seconds. Notice what happens in your body when you allow yourself to feel happy or content. Are there sensations that feel uncomfortable? Are there thoughts that arise to diminish the positive experience? This awareness helps you understand your unique patterns and work with them more skillfully. The role of the body in healing from chaos addiction cannot be overstated. Because these patterns are held in the nervous system, body-based healing approaches are often essential. This might include practices like gentle movement, breath work, or simply learning to tune into physical sensations without immediately reacting to them. The goal is to help the nervous system learn that it's safe to be calm, that peace doesn't have to trigger the fight or flight response.
Relationships play a crucial role in this healing process as well. Because chaos addiction often develops in the context of early relational experiences, healing frequently happens through healthy relationships. This might mean learning to stay present with a partner during calm moments, or it might mean developing friendships with people who don't create drama. It's about slowly expanding your capacity to trust that safety can exist in connection with others. It's also important to recognize that some level of intensity and passion in life is healthy and necessary. The goal isn't to become emotionally flat or to avoid all challenges. Instead, it's about learning to engage with life's natural ups and downs without artificially creating chaos when things feel too stable. It's about finding healthy ways to feel alive and engaged that don't require crisis or drama.
The healing process often involves grieving. There's a real loss involved in letting go of chaos addiction, the loss of a familiar way of being in the world, even if that way was painful. There's also often grief around the recognition of how much time and energy has been spent in unnecessary turmoil. This grief is valid and important, and allowing ourselves to feel it fully is part of the healing process. As we begin to heal from chaos addiction, we may also discover parts of ourselves that we never knew existed. When we're not constantly managing crises, we have space for creativity, for gentle connection, for simple pleasures. We might find that we have interests and desires that were buried under the noise of constant drama. This discovery process can be both exciting and overwhelming, and it's important to approach it with patience and curiosity. The spiritual dimension of this healing cannot be ignored either. Many people find that as they release their addiction to chaos, they discover a deeper sense of connection to something greater than themselves. This might be experienced as a connection to nature, to others, or to a sense of purpose that transcends the immediate dramas of daily life. This spiritual opening often feels unfamiliar at first, but it can become a source of great comfort and strength. What does peace actually feel like when we're not addicted to chaos? It's not the absence of all feeling or challenge. Instead, it's a deep sense of okayness that can hold whatever arises. It's the ability to be present with both joy and sorrow without needing to amplify or escape either one. It's the capacity to engage fully with life while maintaining an underlying sense of stability and safety. For many people, the first experiences of genuine peace can be disorienting. After years of operating in crisis mode, calm can feel boring, empty, or even frightening. This is normal and temporary. As we practice being present with peaceful moments, our capacity to enjoy them grows. We begin to discover that peace isn't the absence of life. It's the foundation that allows us to engage with life more fully. The journey from chaos addiction to peace acceptance is ultimately about reclaiming our birthright to feel safe and content. It's about recognizing that we don't need to earn peace through suffering, that we don't need to create problems to feel alive, and that calm doesn't have to be a prelude to disaster. It's about learning to trust that life can be both meaningful and peaceful, both engaging and stable. As we wrap up today's exploration, I want to leave you with this thought. Your willingness to examine these patterns, to question your relationship with chaos and peace, is already a profound act of healing. Every moment of awareness you bring to these unconscious patterns is a step toward greater freedom. You don't have to figure it all out at once, and you don't have to heal perfectly. You just have to keep showing up with curiosity and compassion for yourself. The path forward is not about eliminating all difficulty from your life or becoming someone who never feels stress or challenge. It's about developing a healthier relationship with intensity, about learning to distinguish between the chaos that serves your growth and the chaos that simply recreates old wounds. It's about discovering that peace isn't the enemy of aliveness,
It's the foundation that makes true aliveness possible. If this content has resonated with you today, I'd love for you to give it a like if you found it helpful. Your engagement helps these important conversations reach more people who might benefit from understanding these patterns. And if you feel moved to share your own experiences or insights about chaos addiction and the journey toward peace, please leave a comment below. Your story might be exactly what someone else needs to hear today. If you'd like to continue exploring these themes, there's another video appearing on your screen that dives even deeper into related topics. And if you're finding value in these daily explorations of psychology and healing, consider subscribing to the Not What It Seems channel. We're here every day with new insights and perspectives on the beautiful complexity of human experience.